Scrapbookers. I am Megan and I am back today with a little life update video. I thought this video is well overdue. I haven't done one of these in probably almost a year and a half, if not longer. I think the last one I did was in February of 2022, January or February. And yeah, back then I was straight and I was still married. And now I am the opposite of all of those things. So first off, let me introduce myself for those of you that don't know me, because maybe it's been a long time. Well, not maybe, it's definitely been a long time since I've been in the community. So there are a lot of new people that I don't know. And then there's a lot of not old people, but people that I've been friends with for over 10 years. And I have missed you guys so much. So anyway, my name is Megan. And I recently have been divorced. It's been about 6 months since I've been divorced from my husband of 20 years, which is just crazy. We actually didn't even make it to 20 years. We made it to 19 and a half. And then we separated last fall. And the reason we separated was because I found out that I am a lesbian. Which is kind of crazy, right? You're with someone for almost 20 years. I mean, we dated for 6 months and then we got married. So I guess you could say we were together for 20 years. And we just weren't married for the full 20. I am with a woman now and we are happy. We are blending our two families and it is hard. Life is hard, and that's about where I'm going to leave that. So Mark and I have been divorced since about the end of March, and I have been living with my girlfriend slash fiance Ashley since October of last year. So Mark and I separated officially in October of 2022, and I moved out of our family home, and I didn't want to. But at the time, I was thinking I was making the right choice for my kids. Excuse me. And in hindsight, yes, I wish I would have stayed in the house. But that's in the past, and we're just moving on. So I live with Ashley and her 5 kids in our home, and we actually bought this home together in April. It's a small house for almost 10 people. But we actually don't have 10 people here all the time. So it's me and Ashley's kids and Ashley. So 6 of us. And then, Rachel, this is Rachel's room. This is her bed right here. She comes every other week and she'll stay with us every other week. She did stay with us for almost 2 months in the summer, though, like 2 months straight. And that was amazing. Like, I absolutely loved that. And I kind of wish that she would just live with us full time, but she does like her dogs that she has at her dad's house and everything. And so I don't fault her for that at all. I miss her when she's 9. So if you didn't know, I had 3 boys. I have raised 3 boys and I have scrapbooked 3 boys for the last 18, almost 19 years. But Jonas came out as non-binary about 2 years ago, and Jonas likes to go by they. So if you hear me say they and Jonas, that's the reason why. And then my son, Brennan, is going through the male to female transition, and she is transgender. She goes by Rachel now, and she or her, or sometimes they, it doesn't matter. So Rachel is transgender. And I am so supportive of her. And since she has found herself and started becoming who she is so much happier. With her experience, it has made her understand my experience a lot more with my fiance and everything. So Rachel and I are really, really close. Unfortunately, Jonas and Tinian and I are not any more close. And it's actually been about 6 months, 5 months since Jonas and Tinian have come over to my house. We're working on issues and their kids. And so we're trying to figure it out. We're trying to work it out. But that is one of the hardest things in my life right now, is that my kids, I'm not really a mom to 2 of my kids. And I try to be a mom to 2 of my kids, and it's hard to be a mom from far away. I live about 30 minutes away from them. And yeah, anyway, it's okay. We're working through it slowly, and it's a slow process. So anyway, we're going to move on. So I'm living with my fiance and her 5 kids. She has 5 amazing kids. I absolutely love them to death. There's hard times, of course, when you're now mixed in this family that was a family of 6 for so long, because her ex traveled for work. It was basically just them. So they kind of got used to it just being them. So adding me in, and I'm quite a bit stricter than Ashley is. It's been a little rough at times, but it's okay. We are blending and working through things as a family as well. So Ashley has 5 kids, and they are, Kiana is the oldest. She's 14. Leviticus is 11. Helaman is 9. And then she has twins for the last 2, and they are 4. They actually just turned 4 last week. So that was really fun. They got spoiled to death. I mean, they get spoiled all the time. Let's face it. I haven't had little kids in a long time, so I'm always coming home with stuff for them, which I feel bad, but I do buy the older kids stuff all the time too. So everyone in this house is spoiled, even though I don't have money to spoil anyone. So those are her kids. Lorelai and Max are the 2 4-year-old twins. And yes, Lorelai was named after Gilmore Girls. And we do call her Rory sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes. Kiana will call her Rory more than anybody else. But okay, so that's Ashley's kids. Other new things, like I said, Ashley and I bought this house together. It's a 4-bedroom, 2-bath, and we have a lot of plans for it. We are actually going to be updating all of the windows, and that's a big, hefty process. We're hoping that new windows will help with keeping the warm air in during the winter too. So it was supposed to happen in October this month, but now they think it's going to happen in November. So we'll see if it happens even in November. Kind of frustrated with building companies, right? So we also have plans to add on another bedroom because the backyard is pretty big and we have a lot of space back there. So we're going to add actually like an ensuite, like big, huge master suite in the back. And then all of the kids will be able to shift forward. So then we'll have 1 extra room for, who knows, maybe the twins can share a room, who knows. But we're gonna build a big closet, a big bathroom, and then a big room for Ashley and I, and then also a laundry room, because right now we just have a laundry closet and that does not work. Like, I want a nice laundry room that has like shelving and a sink and like all this stuff. So, and then once we do that, I can actually move all of my crafty stuff into our bedroom. And that is the goal, because it was going to be in the bedroom in the first place, but I measured the bedroom wrong and before we moved in, and there's definitely not enough room for all of my scrapbooking stuff in the bedroom. And so that was a little sad because it was going to be nice to just have that stuff all in my room, but it's also nice to have that stuff here in Rachel's room as well, because I can come back here when she's home and just do my own scrappy thing, and she can do her thing, and we're kind of like just hanging out and chatting and whatever. So that is kind of the plan for the house, is eventually to add on like a master suite. And then also we do want to extend the kitchen out, because right now it's a box and it is a tiny box, and we have no dishwasher, and that is the worst thing because I don't have time to just sit and do dishes all day. So it's a kid chore for them to do dishes, and they never clean. Like seriously, I'm just like, oh my gosh, that's one of the things that I'm like, okay, we have to update this kitchen and get a freaking dishwasher in here, because who makes a house these days without a dishwasher? Like, it was built in 2001, I think. Or I think it was built in 2001. Who builds a freaking house without a dishwasher? Anyway, a man built this house, obviously. Who doesn't think dishes need to be done? I don't know. So gonna expand the kitchen and the dining area, make that a lot bigger to be able to fit our whole family, because we have a pretty big family. So, and then add on to our family, Ashley had a dog. His name is Snoopy, and she brought him with her, and he is 8 years old. Then I have wanted a puppy for like 100 years. And so Ashley and I spent about a month looking for a puppy back in March. And we finally found one that I absolutely loved and adored. And we were so excited. She was like the perfect dog for us. Then also the weekend that we were moving into this house, Kiana and I, Ashley's oldest, found an Australian Shepherd, and he was the cutest little thing. He was all black except for one of his paws was white, and he was just so cute, and he was $100, and he's purebred, and we were just like, oh my god, he's so cute. So we got a second puppy, and he was only, I want to say 5 weeks. He might have been 7 weeks. I can't remember. I think he was born in March. We got him in April. So maybe he was 7 weeks old. He might have been 7 weeks old when we got him. Olivia, which is my dog, the white one, and you'll see photos of them nonstop from now on, I promise. She is an Australian, no. She is a Husky Golden Retriever mix. And she is the sweetest thing. Oh my god. Like, she is so calm. Like, she can get riled up and, the puppy stage. Like, she can totally play and have fun. But she is so calm and just so adorable and sweet. Love her to pieces. She's actually Ashley's best friend. Like, yeah. Which makes me sad, because I'm like, no, you're my dog. But I just need to be better. I need to like take her out for walks more and brush her more and spend more time with just her, because I don't do that all the time. So it's kind of hard, because Ashley pays more attention to her than I do, because I'm like paying attention to everybody, all the dogs, all the kids, trying to make sure everybody's okay. So I need to be a better mom to Olivia, but her name is Olivia. And then our Australian Shepherd puppy is Bear, and he totally just looks like a bear. Like, it's funny, yesterday he was like running around the yard, and in the backyard, it's not finished in the backyard, like it's a piece of work. The old owners let the grass die, and there's no rejuvenating it, and I'm just really frustrated because it was all under snow. And so we had no idea that it was non-existent. Anyway, that was totally off topic. So Bear, the other day, was just running around the backyard, and we just have a bunch of weeds back there right now, and they're pretty tall. But seriously, like, he was like running along, and it looked like he was a bear, like this black bear just running in our backyard, because he kind of was covered up by the tall weeds. And it just looked like this blur, and he's just like bounding around, and I was just like, oh my gosh, he totally looks like a bear. So anyway, his name is Bear. He's a total crazy little mischief maker. And then we have our sweet Olivia, and she is just so sweet and cute and loving. And Snoopy, the old guy, we call him old man or grandpa, old grandpa. He loves Olivia, hates Bear, because Bear is just like this puppy and his face won't get out of his way, you know. And Olivia is like the mom, like she will sit there and just like lick Snoopy's face, and he's like, okay, get out of my way. But he won't like nip at her. Snoopy growls and nips at Bear all the time. Does not like Bear at all. So it's kind of really fun and interesting. It has been interesting having two puppies at the same time. I think for us, like, they kind of entertain each other. So, but now Olivia she just started her monthly cycle. Well, it's not monthly. She just started her cycle, and so we're going to have to keep her and Bear away from each other now. They haven't had to do that yet, and she is 9 months old, almost 10 months old. Bear is like 2 months younger than Olivia is. So, yeah, that's our puppies. I made a list of things I need to talk about. So, sorry, my camera is moving. I apologize about that. Okay, I still work at the same job. I am a supervisor and a phlebotomist still, and I'm loving it. I love the supervisor aspect. It's really awesome to be a manager of the center, and sometimes I manage by myself, sometimes I manage with all of the other managers. It's just fun to see all of the aspects of my job. So that's going great. And something that's not going great, I mean, it's okay, but it's not at the same time, is so I think I've told everyone that I do have arthritis. I have what's called psoriatic arthritis, which is basically arthritis everywhere. So like all of your joints can be bad. I think I also have ankylosing spondylitis, which is your spine. And my hip has been really, really bad this year. I have had the worst pain in my hip for like the past 6 months, and standing hurts, exercising hurts, like it just hurts. I recently had an ultrasound on my hip, and there was a lot of inflammation. What happened was, I believe it's called hip bursitis. And basically my hip was so inflamed that it started filling up with more fluid, and that's what was oh my goodness, I cannot talk, holy cow. That's what was causing most of the inflammation and the extra pain. So I got a shot in my hip, and it put me out for 2 days, almost 2 days. That was awful. I never want to do that again, because it was like sore for like 2 days, and it hurt really bad. But then now, since then, it's been a lot better. I have kind of stopped taking the medicine that was working for me for my arthritis. I was taking Humira, and that was working, but it takes my immune system down to crap. And since now I live with 4-year-olds that go to daycare, I have just been constantly sick, like all the time. And I just can't live like that. This summer I've been sick, and I actually met with an ENT, ear, nose, throat doctor, and they said I am definitely a candidate for tonsillectomy. So like, I have had a swollen throat and lymph nodes and swollen tonsils like since April, May, something like that. I've just been sick nonstop this year. And this summer specifically, I've had 2 really bad strep throats that tested negative, even though I had all the symptoms, like the white dots on the mouth, and like the white pussy pockets in the mouth, and all of that. Like, I had that twice within a 2-month period. And then the last 2 months, or 1 month, last month to 2 months, I have had 2. And now I am now getting a third sore throat. It's not as bad as the first 2 this summer, but it's not comfortable. Like, it hurts to swallow, all that stuff. I don't know if you can even tell, like, my lymph nodes are very swollen right now. So about 2 weeks ago, I went to an ENT. They said, yep, looked at my tonsils. They were still swollen. I had been off of an antibiotic for 1 week. So they were like, that they should not look like that if you took an antibiotic for a week. Like, they should be totally healed and look good. So, and then my lymph nodes were also swollen and tender, and they're feeling a lot more tender now. So I actually just called the doctor's office and left a message with the nurse saying, hey, I can feel a sore throat coming on again, and it's starting to get worse, and like, it hurts, and should I, like, can you guys prescribe me an antibiotic so that I can still do the surgery? Because it's supposed to happen next Tuesday, which is a week and a day. So I'm like, I don't want to wait any longer. And I am getting 2 weeks off of work, and it's paid 2 weeks. So if I have to change the date, like, I need to know so that I can notify the company and everything. So it's just a lot of crazy is happening, but I'm getting it taken care of. I also started a new medication to hopefully help me with my pain, because right now, like I said, I'm not taking my normal arthritis medicine, which has been an injection medicine, because it does lower my immune system. And so I went to the doctor again and asked, hey, you know, I don't want to be on ibuprofen for the rest of my life, obviously, long term, but I do take it usually in the morning. I actually didn't take it this morning, and I'm doing okay. Like, my pain tolerance is okay. But most mornings I do have to take 4 ibuprofen, which I know it's a lot, but that's how much it takes to get me to feel okay and like I can function without hurting, which is nice to do, you know? So we're going to try this new medication. I forget what it's called. It's a sulfa something, sulfa, I don't remember what it's called. Yeah, anyway, it's a sulfa drug, and so it is a little bit hard on your stomach, can make you feel sick. So I have to gradually ramp up to taking as much as they want me to take. So right now I'm just taking half of a pill in the evening at bedtime, and that's all. So I'll do that for a week, and then next week I will increase it to half a pill in the morning, half a pill at night, and then we'll just kind of add half a pill every week until I'm at the desired dose, which is 2 in the morning, 2 at night, which is so much. I already take so many medications, but it's okay. I'm going to try it. We're going to see how this goes. Okay. Ashley is doing school, and she's almost done. She only has like 5 more months. She's hopefully going to graduate in February. That's what we're hoping for. And hopefully, lot of hope, get a much better paying job, because right now she's not getting that great of a paying job. So, excuse me, it'll be nice. And hopefully, she can work from home and stay home with the twins, because the twins still have almost 2 more years, because they won't go to kindergarten next year. They'll go to kindergarten in 2 years, because they don't hit that, like, they were born in October. So they don't qualify for kindergarten next year, which is just so sad, because Lorelai, I know, she's ready. She could totally go to kindergarten this year because she's so smart. Okay, so now that I've kind of updated you on life stuff, I thought it would be kind of fun to talk about crafty stuff. So I think that in my last video my last video I did a room tour, and I am sharing this space with Rachel. Don't you love this photo? This photo was from, gosh, I think it was from 2016, maybe? I don't remember. It's an old photo of my little kids. Oh my gosh, I miss them so much as little kids. Love them. Anyway, so I'm sharing this space with Rachel right now. I have about half of the room and she has the other half of the room. And I feel bad, but at the same time, it's kind of nice having my scrapbooking space in her room, because then her and I can kind of hang out a lot more. And ever since, you know, everything kind of happened, I split up with my ex and everything, I've been spending a lot more time, especially in the last 6 to 8 months, with Rachel specifically. And it's been really, really fun getting to know her and just hanging out with her. So I'm sharing this space, but I really actually do love it. So I did stop creating for my Patreon. If you didn't know, I was a Patreon creator, and I do want to do Patreon still, but I just don't have enough time. And so the time that I do have to film and record, I want to do for YouTube. And so I'm going to not focus on Patreon right now. And I'm just going to focus on YouTube and having fun with YouTube and getting back into the groove of YouTube. So my goals, I'm going to talk about my goals for the next few months and the rest of this year. I did make goals for 2023, and one of them was to scrapbook more. And I kind of did for a little while, and then I stopped scrapbooking because we moved and I didn't have my space set up, and then life just kind of is crazy. So new goal, kind of new/old goal, is to start scrapbooking and filming again. So I have posted a couple of videos this last week. So I will try to remember to leave a link down below, or, you know, put a little card here so that you can just kind of click on them so you can see them. But I am going to start scrapbooking and filming again and getting back into the scrappy world. Number 2 is that I want to learn how to use a design software. So those of you that are designers out there that have designed for like scrapbooking companies, or, you know, whatever, have used programs like Adobe Illustrator and InDesign and different things like that, I am curious what you think, because I'm not sure that I necessarily have enough extra money in my budget right now to buy the Adobe suite. So I'm curious, is it worth it to pay just for Illustrator? Or is there another program out there that I could buy that's not Adobe, that is maybe possibly free or a little cheaper, that I could use just to start learning how to design? I want to do like cut files and products, and just maybe even like scrapbook papers and things like that, kind of like get my foot in that door. I'm not really sure. There's a lady, and I'm totally blanking on her name. I can't think of it. It's Karina, I think, Karina Gardner maybe, but I keep seeing her ad on Facebook and Instagram about her design class. It's like a 5-day design class where she teaches you how to use Illustrator. And I'm kind of thinking about buying it, but if I can't afford to put Illustrator into my budget, I'm kind of like a little leery and thinking, well, what other software is out there that I could use to learn to design? So if you know of anything that's free or cheaper than Adobe Illustrator, please leave a comment below. Message me on Instagram. I'm always on Instagram, and that would be so helpful. So my next goal is to learn how to design and make things in software, like designing software. Then my third and final goal is to participate in one collaboration video every other month. So I'm part of like this group that does a stamp challenge, and they post once a month. So I'm thinking that that is going to be the challenge that I try to collaborate with on an every other month basis. I don't want to do every month because I feel like that puts so much pressure on me, but I want to do one video with this stamping group every other month and actually post a video. I've been in this group for probably about 2 or 3 months, and I haven't posted any videos. So I really want to focus on just doing it and getting a video up. I'm super excited that I am back, and I hope that you will enjoy watching my videos. I am probably going to be posting a lot of Christmas videos. I've been working on my December documented 2022, and so I have a few of those videos up within the last few months. So I really hope that you enjoy seeing my videos again, and I would love it if you would reach out and just let me know what you're up to, and I want to get back into the swing of things. So tell me what I've missed in the last, who knows how long, year, 6 months? How long have I been gone? I don't even know. But I hope that you have a great, wonderful day and that you find time to be scrappy. Thank you so much for watching. Bye. Sorry, I use my hands a lot, and I'm gonna play with my hair a lot and blah 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 blah. Okay, starting over. Ugh, that was really gross. Oh God, I almost died. That one, holy shit. Anyway, excuse me, oh my God, this is gonna be the worst video ever.